What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I posted a video, but I was debating on whether or not I do this video. But since this is a new adventure for me, I thought I'd share what I just experienced. Okay, my 2012 Chevy Suburban. I could not get my front passenger door to open. I had to replace all of my door handles. These door handles right here, I had to replace them. 3 of them, because my kids over the years yanking on the door handle broke it, right? So instead of taking it into the dealer, I had them replace one of my door handles about 7 years ago, something like that. And they charged me like $250, something crazy. So I said, I ain't paying that anymore. So I bought them off of the internet, Amazon, I think I did. Came in, took me a minute to get time to fix it, but I replaced this one. I replaced the one on my driver's side, and I replaced the other one on the other side, okay? And to do that, there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to replace those door handles. Actually, there's like 1 or 2 that are really good. And that's what I used to replace mine, right? Process went like it should have, no problems. You got to take the door handle apart. So this isn't a video to go over that, but you basically are taking this door handle apart. I mean, this door cover, all right? Very straightforward, even I can do it, so I did that. Now, when I got to this door, and here's what I'm making the video about. When I got to this door here, I got the door handle replaced. But when I shut it and I locked it, the door would not open. Now, I had the panel on the door. I have it off now, but the panel was on the door. So how do I get this door unlocked? I could not figure it out. And there's a couple YouTube videos out there, but I just want to let y'all know that you can get your door open without cutting it up and doing all that stuff. Here's what I used. There's one other video. This is about 16 inches, okay? Here's what I used to get into this door, and it worked. I'll shock myself. But there was one other video that said you build something like this. And basically I use this off of just one of them little yard signs, like for sale signs, you know, those little stake little things. That's all this is. And this is about 16 inches, something like that. Okay, so I use this to get into this door. Now, what did I do? Look. Okay, so this will come off. My window was down. It doesn't have to be up. Get your window down, and essentially you're gonna put this thing right down up in here. See here. Do it on this side. You're gonna put it, here's the door lock right here. All right. You're gonna put it right down up in here, because where you're trying to get to is this actuator. My actuator is bad. I gotta replace this. But I got to get in the door to be able to replace it. The door has to be open. So I use this to get down here, and you're basically just kind of fishing around until you can find about, you know, from here to here is about 12 inches. Let me show you what you're kind of looking for, fishing around. Okay. And you just got to kind of play with it, but you're looking to grab something like this to pull up on here. I'm trying to get my finger to point to it. Okay, you pull up on it, and then my door just opened. So it's hard for me to tell you exactly what I pulled up on to open it, but you will be able to feel it. And then when you're pulling up on it, you open your door latch at the same time, And that bad boy opened for me. And y'all know what I did. I said, thank you, Jesus, because I need to be in my truck. And I can't be having my wife like crawling all over the seats and stuff like that, right? So, look, again, you build you something like this. You get down in there and you're kind of just fishing around. You know where the actuator is, the actual door lock. And then you kind of just fishing around and you get to something where you feel like if you're giving some play to pull up, you pull up on it, open your door latch at the same time, and it'll open. Okay? So I just wanted to make y'all a little video for those struggling with the same issue. It can be done without taking it to the dealer and spending at least 800 bucks for them to fix it. Because guess what the dealers are? Anybody work for a dealership, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend you, but the ones setting the prices, they're robbers, thieves, crooks, bandits, and scoundrels. They rip you off, period, point blank. That's the facts. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this actuator here, and that should solve my problem. I thought it was just the door latches. I fixed that, and this one gave me so many problems. So I'm going to take this thing out, replace it, and then put my deal back on. All right. Hope this helps. All right, look, I got this is my new actuator, and I figured out what you're trying to pull up on is this bottom piece here. Look. I can't do it with one hand, but see that? So if you get that little hook down here, if you pull up on that, you see that? If you pull up on that from the top, that's gonna open your door. So that's what I wanted to show you. All right, I got this isn't replacing your actuator, but I got mine out. I'm getting ready to hook the new one up now. That's pretty simple. All right, I got this replaced. Here's the old actuator, door actuator. And I just put the new one in. It took me about, in all honesty, to redo that. I had to look up just a quick video on how to believe it or not, how to open this thing. How to open this thing here. Because I couldn't figure it out. And I definitely didn't want to break it. But you basically stick the screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, this video, right up between there and just push out on it. You won't break it. But anyway, actuator's in. All right, now. So what I'm gonna do is lock the door. That was my problem before. If I closed it and locked it, this door will not open. Shut. Not gonna open. All right. Now my door is opening. If I would have shut that before, it would not open. So I'll replace that actuator. That had to be, if I take it to the dealer, just to do that 5-minute job, they would literally probably charge $800. They charge $800. So with this one door, I had to replace the handle. And I'm thinking, boom, that's all I need. But then this thing went out, and so I replaced that. The part cost me on Amazon. Like, don't go to O'Reilly's or anything like that. O'Reilly's, you're gonna spend $150. I paid like 80 bucks. About $70 savings right there. All right, so hopefully this video helps. It was an adventure, but I figured it out. Get out of here. All right, till then, I'm gonna be making some more videos. Like, subscribe, help a brother out with the channel. I need to make more content. I shall do it. But thanks for all those who've been hanging in there, maybe checking out a video every now and then. It's all good. Thank you. Till then.